Okay. That's a little wobbly on this side. I'm going to have to tighten that up a little bit, but that's not a problem. Alright, so here's what I want to do now. First, let's get this off of there. Let's put this up here so I don't lose it. Because we all know how I am. I'll find it a few years later. Now, I want to put a barb here so I can just plug this in to there. Oh, that's what I want to do. You know, I also want to add this valve. It's on, off, or anything in between. It's basically a gas valve. It's a new one though, it's never been used. I got half a dozen over there. I kind of blew into them to see which one was a little better than the other. Because sometimes you close them all the way and they still drip a little bit. And seeing that there's a problem. How the hell did that get in there? That's an O-ring. That's an O-ring that got squished in half and ended up in this thing. And it doesn't belong in it. It belongs around it. I mean, I don't know how the hell that ever happened. I never noticed it before because I never had that off. Alright. That's just a little extra seal, so when you put this down, it seals. Okay, so this is the thing. Where and how do I want to mount this? I don't mind if I have to come over here because I'm still going down. I would prefer to have it right here, but there's no way of keeping it stable enough to where if I'm trying to turn it on and off, it's going to stay. I don't want to do anything into the tank. However, I can't come off the back of the tank. Well, that I can do. I just thought of that. So hold on a minute here. Let me get the other part that I just cut off. Let's see something here. Now, if I was to take this and bolt it back here, you know what? That just may work. And I could put this here. It's still out of the way, so it's nothing like, you know, we're going to get cut or anything. There's enough to where I can get a little bend on this without it, yeah, you know what? I think that's going to work. I am going to have to flatten this out a little bit though. That's a little crooked. A little crooked. I need an anvil. In some cases, an Advil. There's a small one on the back of that vise, but where will I put it? I got no room for it anyway. Okay, so let's get rid of this little piece before it drops on the floor. Okay. So how are we going to mount this to that? Well, this is just a pressure fit mount. I don't want it to be quite that easy. See, it's got the two square, so when you put it in, it kind of prevents it from tick-tocking, because it's got the flat side and the flat side. But I don't care too much for that. So what size hole do I need to do? I should go get my calipers. Flat side, and then we'll go round side. 3/4. Yeah, 3/4. Okay. You got that, guys? 3/4. So let me get a 3/4 washer. Which I think I have right here in my hand. got two here. I think one's an inch and one is 3/4. 3/4. Okay. This is the one right here, 3/4. 3/4. So we're going to put that one right here. And we're going to cut that out. I'm going to get the unibit. And the only thing I don't like about it is it's taking it, I'll show you in a minute. I don't think it's going to bother it. When I drill this out, it's drilling out just the edge of the upper and lower hole. So we're going to have a little bit of an opening on each one, but we'll see what happens. So, what drill do I want to use? Well, that one's got a paddle bit in it, so I'll just leave that one alone. Well, that's the easiest one to use, though. I'm going to use that one, I guess. The old shop fox that's sitting over there. Okay, let me take my tape measure. I'll take the paddle bit out. Wrong one. I think we gotta go more. Not much more, but we gotta go more. And that light's still flickering. Most of these are just your normal light, but there's one over there that's supposed to be, you know, like, I don't know, like the sun or something. I don't know what it's supposed to be like, but whatever it is. No, it's gotta go bigger. Gotta go bigger. That's what I thought. Oh yeah, that washer should fall right through. That's the size I need. So let's move it to the big one and see if that helps. I usually keep a magnet on the bottom plate, like on the other one over there. This way any metals stick to that, so I don't have to worry about it too much. And then I was always able to, we're still a little off. I'd like that to drop through, but we'll see what happens. Let me clean it off a little bit. Everything vibrates. Okay. Here we go. Not sure. Still may have to do something. Make it a little bit bigger, but we'll see. We will see. Now I just got to put a notch. A notch? Yep. And I could probably use, nah, it's a little too thick for the nibbler. I was gonna say I can probably use the nibbler for it, but I don't want to end up taking the blade out. And the way things have been going the last few days, it's a possibility. Where the hell did you go? Alright. Be that way. There we all look, they loo. Now, this little catch knob is going to allow it to go in. It does, but we're still small, like I thought. That washer has to fall through it. Oh! Oh! Hold on a minute, guys. Well, I'll cut it out. Again. Only because where I want to put that barb. And if that isn't in there right, it's going to leak. Now, it's only going to leak so, but the object here is to get more out of here, not out of there. Now, if I'm real lucky, I might be able to take this whole plate off at once. Let me see. I may have to use this so I can get in between there. Oh, this one's a little too big because I'm not going to be able to get the chuck from the drill in there. Let me get a thinner one. A thinner. Okay. And that should be this one. It is. It is. Ow! I keep saying I gotta fix that and I don't. Actually, I have to do that in the kitchen as well. There's one opening in the kitchen from the door. There was a door over here and then a long wall, and it went right to the other wall. And if you wanted to go into the basement or into the kitchen, you had to walk through this door. So if you were anywhere on that side of the room, you had to walk over here, through the door, over to there. Well, we redid the kitchen, and I put the counter in, and thinking, well, the only reason we're going to go down there is because of this basement. So there's only about maybe 22 to 24 inches between the two corners of the countertop to get in, which is fine unless you're trying to get by somebody or one of the pets or whatever the case may be, or you're coming through in a hurry at night. Ow! I got more bumps because of that. So and then I put a door in over there as well. So now you can make a complete circle, which is also better for the air conditioning and the heat. And now if I want to walk into the kitchen and wherever I am in the living room, I can just come through a door, which is right there. And the same for the basement and the attic. So what I want to do is go in there with my grinder and just round those corners off a little bit. It's not a big deal. It is going to make a little dust, however, so I got to make sure that, I got to put up some plastic and stuff like that. And use a lot of water. Because that'll help keep the dust down. Okay, so let's tuck that up under there. Now, guys, I really need to put another plate up someplace. I have this one that puts everything on an angle. I mean, when I was doing it here before, because this used to be over here, the saw used to be up in there more. But now I need one right about here. Right about there. What I can do for now, I think, maybe, is how about that? I don't know. Okay. So what I need to do is stop dropping water all over everything. That's not going to help because there's a hole in it. Right here, well actually I'm going to put it over a little bit. It doesn't have to be center. Because that's going to be there and I got to come around that anyway. So if I'm off a little bit, not a big deal.